So welcome to the show. So ladies and gentlemen, don't be shy. Who wants to pop the first question? Go ahead. Yep. Alright, the person with the blue box. Go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi.
So I have two questions for you.
Okay.
And the first one is, if you could give Phoebe Halliwell any additional powers, what would it be?
Any of them. Something that was more active, you know, maybe like the power to heal. You know, just anything that wasn't premonition. How about you? What do you think would have been a good power for her?
I personally think the fighting skills count as a power.
The what?
The fighting skills count as a power in my opinion, because they're awesome.
That's true. That's true. So maybe just, you know, fighting more.
True. So the second one was, how was it to play evil Queen Phoebe? Because she was absolutely badass.
It was fun. It was fun. You know, I think I've said it so many times before, but the most, not only like the most fun show that I've ever done was Charmed, but also I think the show that I grew the most as an actor, because I got to play so many different characters, so many different different incarnations of Phoebe, you know, and you had to drop any sort of vanity and not be afraid to look silly or you know, because we were always put in hilarious situations, you know. So it was really a special time for me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, the person with the pink box. Go ahead. To the right.
Hello.
All right.
To the right. You're right.
Where?
You're right.
Okay. I see you. Hi.
Hi, my question for you is, what was your favorite spell from the Book of Shadows, and what is Phoebe's favorite spell?
I mean, probably the power of 3 will set you free. And the funny part about that spell is, I mean, it's the one that everybody sort of, you know, quotes, and if someone comes over me on the street and recognizes me, they're always like, the power of 3, you know. But it's interesting because that was the moment when we were shooting the pilot when I knew that the show was going to be a hit. Because it just felt, when we were saying those words, that there was like a chemistry there that I don't know that I'd ever really experienced before. And I was like, oh, like that was the moment for me where I was like, you know, they had fans, you know, and spoke, and they were doing all these cool camera angles, and I was like, oh, this show's gonna be a hit. Like I just knew it. So I think that one.
Okay.
How about you? What's your favorite spell?
Probably to summon cold, Balthazar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Person with the green box. Blue box. Go ahead.
Hi. Sorry.
Hello.
First of all, thank you for being here. I have 2 questions. The first one would be, was there ever an episode in which you thought, oh, this looks like a filler episode, or this looks like a bad episode of Charmed?
I mean, we did almost, how many episodes did we do?
178.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say almost 200 episodes. So, you know, it's hard to remember back to like what episodes I thought were filler episodes, but there were definitely, obviously, filler episodes. And I think that's true with any show, you know, that's on network TV, because you have to come up with 22 episodes. You know, the streamers now, like the Netflix shows, it's like 10 episodes. You know, so the writers can make a much more compact season. But, you know, when you're writing 22 episodes, and you know where you want to get to, you have to fill in from the beginning to the end of that season. So, and drag things out a little bit more. So, yeah, for sure. And then there were episodes where, like, where even if it wasn't a filler episode, where my acting was a filler episode, because I'd either be so tired or have other things going on. You know, it's hard. It's 9 months out of the year when you're doing network TV, so it's hard to make every episode great. You know?
Yeah. And my second question would be, given the situation with Shannon and Rose, do you think it's even possible for a charm reunion?
I do. And I know that, you know, Holly and I want nothing more than to give all of you, whether it be a reboot that you love, or a continuation, or a prequel, or something that you are excited about. And I think there's ways to do it where we would all be able to come together to make that happen, for sure.
Thank you. You were always my favorite.
Thank you.
All right, the person with the pink box to the right. Go ahead.
Hi.
Hi, Alyssa. Thank you for being here after Dortmund. I love you. My question is, what memories do you keep of the shooting of Melrose Place, an iconic show from our film? And what are your memories of this shooting?
I mean, I remember so much from Melrose Place. First, being the incredible, gracious, and hospitable Heather Locklear, who just took me under her wing. Just such a special, special woman who really just set the tone for the entire cast and crew. And I was just talking about the other day, I was reminded of, yesterday actually, with Steve, who knows Heather, I was reminded of when she was pregnant with Ava, with her daughter, that she would crave like store-bought frosted cake frosting. And she used to just sit in her trailer and eat cake frosting. And she's just such a good person. But, you know, I think Aaron, I have a lot to be thankful for with Aaron Spelling, because he really gave me an opportunity to resurrect my career. It gave me the opportunity to be more than just, you know, Samantha. And I really appreciated him for that. He was incredibly loyal to the people he loved. And that's where it all happened. So, yeah, Melrose Place, a very special place. And then also my dear friend, Brett Murdoch, who was my makeup artist for Melrose Place. He and I had a 20-year partnership. He was my makeup artist for 20 years, and he died by suicide about 10 years ago. So, you know, I always think about him when I think about Melrose Place.
Thank you very much, Alyssa.
Thank you.
My second question is for my friend,
Okay.
French family.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, sweetie.
It isn't the questions. It's just if you can say the power of three with other three in French, but with everyone.
You guys do it.
Yes,
Let me hear it.
everyone say with you.
Okay.
The power of three with other three.
In French?
In French, yes.
Okay, you start.
Yes.
Go ahead. I can't wait.
Le pouvoir des trois nous libérera. Le pouvoir des trois nous libérera.
Yeah. You guys gotta like get into it more though.
Again?
Go ahead. Ready on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Le pouvoir des trois nous libérera.
Yes. Thank you, darling. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Green box in the middle. Go ahead.
So I wanted to ask you about the story of you being the face inspiration of Ariel, the mermaid. I always wanted to know more about the story.
Yeah, so I mean, I didn't know it was happening while it was happening, but after the movie came out, Disney released that my face was the inspiration for the Little Mermaid's face, for Ariel's face. So it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And then I wound up, I don't know if it's on YouTube, but I wound up doing like hosting a behind the scenes of the making of The Little Mermaid after that.
Disney princess and the princess of our hearts.
Thank you.
My second question was about Mr. Michael Bailey Smith, who played Balthazar and sharks and many. How was
the sweetest?
Yeah.
The sweetest person ever. That's why we just kept creating more demons for him.
Yeah.
Because he was so nice, we never wanted him not to be around.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Tony.
All right, pink box, take it away.
Hi.
Hi again. First of all, thank you so much for being here. I think I'm speaking on behalf of everyone when I say that it's such an honor and a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having me.
My question is there something you haven't done yet in your professional career that you would like to do?
I've been writing scripts, and I'd like to get one made someday.
Thank you.
Sure, thank you.
My second question, I'll pass it on to my friend.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
So my question is, Holly, Brian, and Drew are working on a Charmed podcast. Are you
Yes.
going to participate?
If I can, sure, yeah. Holly texted me last week. She was like, just so you know, we're doing a Charmed, what is it, like a rewatch?
Yeah, it's a rewatch.
Rewatch podcast. And you have an open invitation. So, hopefully my schedule would permit. I'd love to do it. Be so fun.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, blue box.
Hello.
To the left.
Here.
Hi.
I follow you on Twitter, and I've been watching your shows ever since I was a little girl. And I really admire your bravery, and I want to know, especially during the Me Too movement, that you were very active. And I'd like to know what drives you and where you get the courage to do this, in spite of all the hate you might be receiving for your advocacy.
I mean, I think the courage comes from all of you. I think that there is, yes, I get a lot of vitriol and hate, but also I get a lot of love and support. And so I just choose to focus on the love and support.
From us.
Yes, from you, because I know that, the things that I fight for, which are basically humanity's basic needs, it's important to fight for those things. And sometimes you have to be courageous to help people. But I couldn't do that without all of you, for sure. Because I always feel like you're all in my corner.
Thanks so much. Another question is, after all, the things you've done in your advocacy, have you felt that it has made a difference? That that it's better than before?
I think for Me Too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that there's a social awareness now, and I do think that policy and legislation will follow. It's kind of a weird thing to legislate on, discrimination. For instance, in the United States, women are not, we don't have protection in the Constitution. The only thing that we are guaranteed is the 19th Amendment, which is the right to vote. And so, I think that things are better because I think women will no longer stay quiet anymore. We're always going to hold, or hopefully, we'll be able to hold our abusers accountable. But I do think we have a long way to go. But at least we're talking about it now, and at least it's out in the open, and at least we know that we have to support each other to get to the next phase, the next part.
All the best.
Hopefully my daughter will get to live in a world where that's easier.
Thank you. All the best to you.
Thank you, you too.
All right, pink box in the middle.
Hi.
Hi.
I have one question about Charmed.
Yes.
I like the whole season, every season, but it was a hard time when Prue left.
Yeah.
And I had a hard time when Paige took over, but at the time I liked her very much. But what did you like the most?
Oh, I think you can't compare the two at all. I think they both brought something very different to the show and very unique, and a different kind of chemistry. You know, and we needed to do what we needed to do to continue to bring you all episodes. So it felt like it was a transition for us too, but a necessary one. And I don't think anyone can pick a favorite because they were so different, you know? They contributed different things to the show. And I think what they were able to contribute was really important and valuable and special. And I don't know, we're often made to feel like we have to compete against each other. And I don't think it's a competition, you know? I think just because you loved one of them doesn't mean you couldn't love both of them, you know? And so I think that's important.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Blue Box, take it away.
Hi, where are you?
Hi.
In the middle.
First of all, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I just wanted to say that you're very beautiful, and I love you. And I wanted to ask you, of all the characters you played, which one was your favorite?
I mean, probably Phoebe, because I was with her the longest, you know? 8 years is a long time to play one character. But I really love doing Coralie, too, in Insatiable. That was a really fun, different character for me to be able to do. Just the accent, the way she looked, and the press-on nails, and all those things that are so unlike who I am as a person. And she was funny. I like doing comedy.
Thank you. And I also wanted to ask you if you could say hi to my friend Lauren, who wasn't there, who couldn't come.
What's their name?
Lauren.
Lauren?
Lauren.
Where are they?
They couldn't come,
Oh.
so I just wanted to know if you could look to the camera and say
Yeah.
hi.
Hi, Lauren.
Thank you.
Sorry to miss you. Thank you.
All right, Big Box on the right.
Hi. Did you watch Charmed Reboot? And what do you think about it?
I did not see one episode. Not because I didn't want to watch it. It just felt like I lived that for 8 years. Like, why would I want to watch it, you know, with people that weren't us? You know, but I was excited about the thought of a whole other generation being able to appreciate that show. And I think forever I will be tickled and giggle about how ferociously the original Charmed fans did not like the reboot. It makes me giggle.
All right, Pink Box to the right.
So that would be me. Hi,
Hi.
Alyssa. How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
So I had a question.
Yes.
As a young actor,
Yeah.
what is the one thing I should always do at a casting call? And what is the one thing I should always do at a casting call?
Oh, okay.
And what is the one thing I should never do at a casting call?
So, okay. I think that auditioning is its own skill. I think the most important thing that you can do is to think about how everyone else is going to do the scene when they go in for the casting, and try to do something different and unique, because then you'll stand apart from that. And don't try to, the thing that you should never do is, you know, don't try to, you know, do it like everybody else would do it. Try to find new ways into a scene that other actors might not think about.
That's a great piece of advice, actually. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And look, I have the same boobs.
So comfortable, right?
Twinsies.
Twinsies!
Have a nice day, Alyssa.
You too. Good luck.
All right, Blue Box. Take it away.